So, I mean, you're 6'2", 3", something like that. I'm sure there were people in prison you could beat up.
I don't know how
Would
to fight, man. I mean, I
would
know
like
how to fight, but when's the last time I
somebody in there's 50 and 6 inches shorter than
d
you. Would you
dude,
wanna
oh,
fight that
okay.
guy?
Okay. Well, I mean, look, there were people in there I could have beaten up, especially if I attacked them, I suppose,
Mhm.
but that doesn't make you any less scared because the people that I'm gonna have an issue with, first of all, it would be even scarier if someone I thought I could beat up was trying to give me a hard time. Because now, what does he know that I don't, Woody?
I
This little motherfucker, this little Joe Pesci piece of shit is pressing me, wanting my fucking ramen noodles, which I know I can't fucking give him. I'd give them to him in a heartbeat in the real world because I don't fucking value them, and I don't value them here either. But I know I can't give Joe my fucking noodles. But am I gonna deck him right here? I know I can. But why is he so confident that he thinks he can take my fucking noodles? He must know something I don't. He must know there's 3 or 4 big fuckers behind him who are gonna come grab me. He's is this Joe Pesci the eye eater? Like, who is this guy? I don't know. Any of that shit is scary. Even if the idea of a big guy being threatening, it's like, okay, I understand him. I
e
understand him. A
even
little
if
guy
you
would be
just
scarier.
stomp the little guy and win in the short term, now what? 60 days turns into 180? Like,
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe my guess would be they'd put me in the hole. Alright, if I assaulted someone, that'd be charges. That'd be like charges. Like, if I just wanted to if I was some retard who went to that silly Billy prison that I went to, and I was like, I'm gonna cream somebody on day 1, let them know that I don't take no shit." If I had went in there and, creamed some 58-year-old tattooed when he wasn't fucking hit him in the temple when he wasn't looking and, pissed on him like I'm in the fucking
I'm in
Brotherhood or
here
some
for
shit.
tax fraud.
Yeah, I'm like, "My name's Myers." If I pulled one of them, dude, they'd hit you with charges and, you'd be up at a scarier place where, they'd
Where you'd have to
cream you
repeat.
for real. So no, I don't know, man. The whole thing was fucking scary. It didn't matter who was, bothering you or why they were bothering you. It was gonna be scary because, like I said, I don't know, you're in an alien world. I'm here for 60 days. Some of these people have been living in here for decades,
Yeah.
it's I can't even think of them as normal people. I just tried to smile as much as
Yeah.
well, maybe not smile, but prison smile as much as I could and be happy, and,
Prison smile is you just sort of bend over and present?
this
Is that
no,
what
this is it. This is a prison smile.
They call it winking your asshole.
Cadaver.
What I mean is, I wouldn't, full blown smile because somebody be like, "What you smiling at?" You know, but let them know that,
What you smiling at? Why,
right?
boy? Oh, it's not nothing.
Dude, that could totally happen, you know? But you don't wanna be mean mugging nobody neither. You don't be, hard looking them, all brow furrowed and, frowny, then you kinda come across like you're trying to make them break, their gaze, and you don't wanna look them in the eyes really anyway. You glance at them in the eyes, and then you, go about your shit, right? You're trying to, do some animal, body language shit to let them know you're not a pussy or a asshole, right? I'm
Mhm.
just here to be one of the herd, bro.
Mhm.
I'm just moving from point A to point B, and then I'll be point C as soon as possible. You want to give that off, or I did.
Of course, well, that seems like the high IQ maneuver.
I didn't. You don't want
What
to
you
come and be like,
smiling at?
my, my name's Big Rig McCoy, and I'm here to take over.
And I'm the
Yeah,
premier rapist in this establishment.
dude. But no, I would rather give somebody a hard look than a smile. It honestly, what
Hmm.
the fuck you like a big goofy grin at a motherfucker that you don't know. I don't know what I don't know how they might take that, but if you gave 'em a hard look, they might be like, "Damn, dude's having a bad day. I know how first day is. First day's no fun.
Yeah, it's like, no, I'm
First
not.
day's no
I'm
fun."
autistic, and it's like, man, this motherfucker
Yeah,
says he's autistic too. Beat him up. Like,
I don't like the
I
way that you're branded as first day, right? I don't know, maybe you're wearing the wrong color jumpsuit, you don't have your flip-flops yet. You're like you've got noob written all over your RPG character.
yeah.
mhm.
Oh, you do. No, you walk in there with
Yeah,
your
you
shit
got
in your
no
hands, just
rubles.
like in the movies and TV shows. You got that big care box full of horse shit from the government, right? You got your goddamn pencils and erasers and shit, and you got your rolled up mat, the best one they could find. You got your shit. And so like it's clear you're moving in. Like you see somebody new in the pod, like or the dormitory, like never seen him before. You get to the point where you know everybody in there. Maybe not their full name, but like to call them Spiff or fucking Buck or fucking Dude
Yeah.
or whatever the fuck, and like, oh, new guy. Okay, everybody takes notice that somebody's new. So yeah,
Yeah.
And
That's
if they
cool.
are dressed weird or like something, I don't know. You guess you take note of that. I
Were
wasn't
there
judging anybody.
were there emo kids? Was there like a clique of emo and goth kids at the
No.
or prisoners? Where they're like, I'm so over this prison, man.
Nah, nah. The whiteys were in the minority big time, and we didn't have a lot of room for expression. I think you'll find in certain scenarios that like the blends of each race sort of tone down to like, oh yeah, he's a white guy. Yeah, there's no emos or goths or like rednecks
What if I go in like wearing a
whatever.
bandana and I really maintain this? Like
I
I just
think
go
in some
in.
prisons they would kill you. But I think where I was, they would probably send you to the doctor or something. But it'd be a while before he saw you.
Yeah.
Were there old guys? How did that work?
Yeah, yeah. There was a couple. There was one guy that was
Yeah.
just so old,
Did they
and I
leave
don't
him
remember what he'd
alone?
done,
Like,
but I remember thinking it wasn't bad enough that he should still be in there. Like maybe 75, 85.
how about
Like
less? Like, I'm thinking of my future, right? Like, at 55, is he just? Are they
plenty.
like? That guy's just not part of the game. We let the 25
Well,
year olds fight
there
each
wasn't
other.
any game per se, and where I was anyway. Like the only as far as that went, the closest thing to anything like that I saw. I mean, obviously there's people selling things and gambling, but that's just like imagine high school again when maybe some kid is selling fucking gum or something like hustling a little bit, and some other kids are playing poker in the gym. It's more like that than some organized crime conspiracy. It's
Mhm.
just guys having fun. And then the only like real game I saw was like the people in the like laundry or the kitchen would sell shit.
By
Oh, you
game, I
want an extra
meant
blanket?
like the physical dominant hierarchy is what I was trying to describe.
I didn't see anybody really getting pressed or like anything like that. Really, it was
Okay.
just that couple scary moments that I had that weren't too fun. I didn't see anybody like really intimidating anyone. There was that one dumbass that kept flashing his like drugs and paraphernalia, and they sent him to the hole. But he was white,
Honestly, my
so
high school sounds rougher than that. Like,
Well, I don't think
yeah.
it was.
Well,
no,
I
like, I
mean,
swear to God, if you looked at someone for more than like 3 seconds, they would hit you. They would fight you. They would
I
like,
mean, people would get robbed, and you couldn't really do anything about it because what are you gonna do? Like
Yeah.
like like the white guys would get robbed if they didn't lock their. That was one of those things that I was scared about. That it became a
mm,
thing that like Snow solved for me when I was like, nah, I can't go out and walk today. And my Mexican cellmate explained to him in Spanish that Kyle's afraid to go outside because he doesn't have a lock for his locker, and he's afraid that someone will hide their drugs in his locker or just rob him, and either
Smart
he's
guy.
going to lose his shit or be framed. And Snow's like, yeah, yeah, there's a good chance that could happen, yo. Yeah, that those seem like a good place to hide some shit. Yeah, nobody
Snow
looking
rocks.
there. No, but he goes and he got me a fucking lock, and he wrote down a little piece of paper, the fucking combination, like, and like I was a child, told me not to lose the fucking combination. He gave me a little piece of paper and everything. He's like,
Hey,
memorize
you
it.
lose that, I'm gonna rape you. Just kidding, bro.
Just kidding.
Just
You'll
kidding,
take
bro.
it though.
Hey, where's that piece of paper? Just kidding, bro. Just kidding.
Yeah, he hooked me up with a lock, and that was one of the nicer things he did. Other than that meal he
Cool
made me
guy.
on my last day. What a nice guy Snow was.
Snow, he seems like someone who's caught up in a corrupt system. Let's get
No,
him back
he-
out on the
I've been
streets.
No,
wondering about Snow.
He murdered some
you.
gang members. He told me about it.
I don't
You
believe it.
told me Snow did pull-ups with rocks attached to him. Does that ring a bell?
So he had the laundry net with the the fucking the medicine ball things in there. Yeah.
Do you have any idea how much weight he added to his pull-ups?
If it was medicine balls, you could just
I would
count
guess 30 or 40, something like that. But
them. And he was
wouldn't
not
do a lot.
overweight.
He wasn't doing a ton of them. He was just doing.
Mm.
He would do sets. He would do like it's hard to remember, but because I wasn't doing them, I remember thinking like that's silly. Like no thanks. I'll just walk. I would stand there and like wait for him to do his shit, and
That
then
was
we'd walk
before
along.
you really got into fitness. Like
Oh
just
yeah,
before.
I had
Yeah.
no interest in doing that. But
Mhm.
anyway, I don't know, maybe 6 or 8. or something, and then we'd do another lap, and then he'd just keep repeating that.
I bet I could do. I think
Yeah,
I could take.
probably. I mean, he wasn't a superhuman or anything. He was just
Yeah.
snow.
Yeah. But I mean, pull-ups with 40 pounds, that's no joke.
I mean, this is a man who
That's
didn't have
tough.
access to protein, and he was.
Yeah,
true.
he wasn't even hitting his macros, and he was still shredded. I imagine.
I
I
wouldn't
don't
say
think he was
shredded.
shredded. He was
No, he's just
Built,
just
perhaps.
a scary guy, just a real scary,
Yeah.
large enough fellow. Like when you see someone with gang tattoos that have been blacked over,
Like a real life sensor, like just a brick over his.
yeah, they just blacked over like huge swaths.
That
of
seems so
gang
much harder than just
tattoos.
getting rid of it. Or no, I guess
don't-
it wouldn't be. I
I
don't
turn
know.
him into a puma.
I didn't. You don't ask
Yeah.
things like
Then you're
that.
even
He
more
volunteered
badass than a
far
gang
too much
member.
information anyway. Far too much information. I was
Well, he clearly
always
liked you a
like,
lot.
And now it's part of the show.
yeah,
He liked
yeah.
your company. He enjoyed
No,
hanging out with
he
you.
was talking
I
about
would
like
imagine.
some sort of drug gang shit, and then like being a little vague about that, but kind of be like, "What I did what I had to do. I put my work in, and it's like, fuck, dude. I mean,
All
Jesus,
Kanye style. Like, I don't want to say like I murdered him.
yeah, he was being
I'm
ridiculous.
not
and it's
gonna
like, dude,
say
for-
what kind of person